At the time oil was forming and accumulating in the reservoir, the pressure energy of the associated gas and water was also stored. When a well is drilled through the reservoir and the pressure in the well is made to be lower than the pressure in the oil formation, it is that energy of the gas or the water, or both, that would displace the oil from the formation into the well and lift it up to the surface. Therefore, another way of classifying petroleum reservoirs, which is of interest to reservoir and production engineers, is to characterize the reservoir according to the production drive mechanism responsible for displacing the oil from the formation into the wellbore and up to the surface. There are three main drive mechanisms. 1. Solution gas drive reservoirs. Depending on the reservoir pressure and temperature, the oil in the reservoir would have varying amounts of gas dissolved within the oil. Solution gas. Solution gas would evolve out of the oil only if the pressure is lowered below a certain value, known as the bubble point pressure, which is a property of the oil. When a well is drilled through the reservoir and the pressure conditions are controlled to create a pressure that is lower than the bubble point pressure, the liberated gas expands and drives the oil out of the formation and assists in lifting it to the surface. Reservoirs with the energy of the escaping and expanding dissolved gas as the only source of energy are called solution gas drive reservoirs. This drive mechanism is the least effective of all drive mechanisms. It generally yields recoveries between 15% and 25% of the oil in the reservoir. 2. Gas cap drive reservoirs. Many reservoirs have free gas existing as a gas cap above the oil. The formation of this gas cap is due to the presence of a larger amount of gas than can be dissolved in the oil at the pressure and temperature of the reservoir. The excess gas is segregated by gravity to occupy the top portion of the reservoir. In such reservoirs, the oil is produced by the expansion of the gas in the gas cap, which pushes the oil downward and fills the pore spaces formerly occupied by the produced oil. In most cases, however, solution gas is also contributing to the drive of the oil out of the formation. Under favorable conditions, some of the solution gas may move upward into the gas cap and thus enlarge the gas cap and conserves its energy. Reservoirs produced by the expansion of the gas cap are known as gas cap drive reservoirs. This drive is more efficient than the solution gas drive and could yield recoveries between 25% and 50% of the original oil in the reservoir. 3. Water drive reservoirs. Many other reservoirs exist as huge, continuous porous formations with the oil gas occupying only a small portion of the formation. In such cases, the vast formation below the oil gas is saturated with salt water at very high pressure. When oil gas is produced by lowering the pressure in the well opposite the petroleum formation, the salt water expands and moves upward, pushing the oil gas out of the formation and occupying the pore spaces vacated by the produced oil gas. The movement of the water to displace the oil gas retards the decline in oil or gas pressure and conserves the expansive energy of the hydrocarbons. Reservoirs produced by the expansion and movement of the salt water below the oil gas are known as water drive reservoirs. This is the most efficient drive mechanism. It could yield recoveries up to 50% of the original oil. If you want to learn more about the reservoir, you could do so in my book, Economics of Petroleum Reservoirs, which is published on Amazon. Check it out at the link in the description. Please take a second to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and do not forget to also hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.